Always talking about the big bad guys out there, right? The ones we can see coming a mile away. We get jacked, we get our gear ready, we practice our moves till we can do 'em in our sleep. But nah, that's not what I want to talk about today. I'm talking about the one you can't see, the one who's literally your roommate, eats your food, and is always whispering trash in your ear when you're trying to sleep. It uses your own voice, so you think it's you, telling you you're tired, you're not good enough, you should just quit. It knows exactly which buttons to push, 'cause it installed them. It was there when you were a kid and got picked last, and it remembers that feeling. It was there when you failed that test, and it bookmarked that shame. It uses your own memories as ammunition against you. I'm talking about the enemy in your own head. T-Bob, that's the real final boss. It's that low-key poison of your own ego. That comfortable, cozy trap of getting lazy. That BS you tell yourself. This enemy is sneakier than any mastermind and tougher than any crew, because it knows all your weak spots, what freaks you out, and everything you secretly want. It doesn't need to break down the door, it has the key. It's already inside the command center. Being a real warrior means you gotta declare war on that inner hater like 24/7. No days off, no weekends, no holidays. Your ego, man, that thing's a snake. It'll be your biggest fan, hyping you up after a win, telling you you're the GOAT, that you got nothing left to learn. It just eats up compliments and gets fat and lazy. Next thing you know, you're cutting corners in training, skipping that last rep, underestimating the next opponent because, hey, you won last time, right? It'll tell you, you're too good for this basic stuff. You don't need to practice the fundamentals anymore. And that's a lie. The fundamentals are everything. The ego will have you believing you're a finished product, a masterpiece. And boom, that's when you're easiest to take down. The second you think you've made it is the second you stop trying. The second you think you can't be beat is the second you've messed up, big time. You've basically painted a giant target on your own back because an arrogant fighter is a predictable fighter. They use the same moves that worked before, and a smart opponent sees that from a mile away. A true warrior's path is all about being humble AF. It's knowing you're never done. You're always a work in progress, a blade that needs sharpening every single day. A blade left on its own doesn't stay sharp. It gets dull and starts to rust. It needs the constant friction of the whetstone to keep its edge. That friction is the hard work, the criticism, the failures. Real ones look for criticism not because they like being roasted, but because they know it makes them better. They take the hard truth from people who know their stuff, even when it burns, because that's how you get stronger. They actually look for their own flaws to drag them out and fix them. And failure? Bro, that's not an L. That's a lesson. It's like getting a full replay of the game where you can see every single mistake you made on screen. The ego hits skip ad, but the warrior hits replay, takes notes, and starts drilling. They watch it over and over until the mistake is burned into their brain, not as shame, but as a blueprint for what not to do next time. They turn that painful memory into pure data, a strategic advantage nobody else has. Then there's that feeling of, I'm good now. Complacency. It's like a super comfy bed that calls your name after you've been working hard. It's whispering, you've done enough, my dude, just chillax. But that bed is a trap. It's made of all your past wins and old trophies, and those things get dusty. You get too comfy, you forget how to stand up straight. The grind is what makes you grow. Your body only gets stronger when you push it. Your mind only gets sharper when you make it think. Your spirit only gets tougher when you go through some crap. The moment you pick comfort over a challenge, you started to get weak. That softness turns into a weakness that'll shatter the first time you get hit with something real. You become brittle. A warrior needs to be flexible like bamboo, able to bend in the wind. Complacency makes you rigid like a dead branch, ready to snap. So you gotta actively hunt for stuff that sucks. Seriously, get out of your comfort zone on purpose. Wake up before the sun, not because someone's making you, but just to prove to yourself that you're in charge, not your sleepy brain. Feel the cold air hit your lungs and know that you chose it. Go train when it's raining or cold. Take the job nobody else wants. Spend an hour on that one move you're garbage at, the one that makes you feel like a total beginner again. Yeah, that one. Go do that one until it's not your worst move anymore. Read the book that makes your head hurt. That's how you build immunity to the weakness that comes from getting lazy. You're building mental calluses. Just like your hands get tough from lifting, your mind gets tough from doing hard things. It stops being painful and it just becomes effort. You learn to vibe with the struggle, you know? You're not just putting up with hard stuff. You're looking for it, using it to build your character. And last, you gotta stop lying to yourself. This might be the hardest part. Your brain is a pro at making up stories. It's got an inner lawyer on retainer whose only job is to get you off the hook. It'll tell you you're not ready, the challenge is too big. It's smarter to just wait. It'll tell you that you deserve a break or that someone else had an unfair advantage. The sun was in my eyes. I didn't get enough sleep. Their gear is better. It's all noise designed to protect your fragile ego. Being a warrior means you gotta be real with yourself, brutally honest. You gotta fire that lawyer. Look in the mirror and see what's actually there, not what you wish was there. It means not blaming bad weather for your slow run time. It means admitting you were lazy. You gotta own your choices, your wins, and your screw-ups. No excuses, no cap. Have a meeting with yourself every night and ask, where did I fall short today? Where did my ego get the best of me? Where did I choose comfort over growth? How can I be 1% better tomorrow? Look, all this internal drama, that's the real fight. The actual battles out there are just the pop quiz. The real test is all the little choices you make every day when no one's watching. Did you get out of bed? Or did you hit snooze? Did you eat the healthy meal or the junk food? Did you face the facts? Or did you believe your own hype? Did you lean into the struggle or did you back away? These tiny decisions are the votes you cast for who you want to be. Each choice is a brick, and you're either building a fortress of discipline or a prison of regret. A true warrior has their inner world on lockdown. They've got this quiet confidence that can't be rattled by anything because they've already fought and won the war with themselves. It's not about being an emotionless robot. It's about being the pilot, not the passenger. The passenger gets thrown around by turbulence, freaking out with every bump. The pilot feels the turbulence, acknowledges it, checks the instruments, and makes calm, deliberate adjustments to keep the plane steady on course. They've battled their own demons and came out on top. And because they've won that crazy hard fight, they're ready for literally any enemy the world can throw at them. So go on, face that inner hater, conquer yourself, and you'll be unstoppable. For real?